Hey, so you've got a great song and you've got a great look that you're happy with. So, how can you do, you could do a music video, you playing, you singing, and your fans can get that. And that's great. You know, wouldn't it be nice if you also had, say, a headshot in the corner of the screen, and so that may help so that your fans recognize you if that's the headshot that you're using on your YouTube channel and on all your social media. It might be good for fans that were passing by if you also had your name and so, more identification so that they might know. If you have new music out, it might be handy to have your album cover, and it could be good if you tell them, hey, you, you can get my album. Because the world's a small place these days, then I'd also consider putting a graphic up to show, well, where are you in the world? Because people want to know. And so in this case, we're here in Texas. And then I think just from an interest point of view, I think it's useful to have so another graphic perhaps in your background. And in this case, I'm using an OBS image slideshow, but basically it's a graphic in the background that just randomly flips in between very similar images. And so the images in the stack are all the same size, and I've put them all just above my head there. And you could do all kinds of different things, and just depending on your environment that you're seeing behind you where you're filming. And so this is another good way to sort of block out something maybe that you don't want in the background. You can put either a still image there, or like this, I've used an image slideshow in OBS. And then the last thing that I've been experimenting with is to put a capture from Guitar Pro. So Guitar Pro is a piece of software that is really great for guitar players because it lets you easily put in guitar notation, and anything a guitar can do, then it's set up to help capture that notation. And so by showing the Guitar Pro, and what in OBS, what I'm doing is using a screen capture. And so I have Guitar Pro running separate from OBS. And actually, when I want to play from Guitar Pro, then and the nice thing is Guitar Pro will play all the accompanying, so I can play. You'll hear as if I were playing with the band. And so when I want to play from Guitar Pro, what I'll do is I'll turn off so you can see the Guitar Pro display there, and so I've put on the global view, and so I'll turn off or mute the vocals and the acoustic guitar because I'm going to be doing those parts, and then I'll put off the global inspector. And so up in the view menu in Guitar Pro, you can choose between the addition palette, which is all your normal tools, or the inspector. And so you may have all these menus on by default. The other thing I've done is I've put the music in horizontal scroll. So under the view menu, I've chosen screen dash horizontal. And so this way the screen will scroll, the music will scroll from left to right instead of being, an individual page like you might want music notation. And then once I have all that set, then I can play the guitar, read the notation. So actually, I'm looking at the Guitar Pro while it's actually playing. You could put OBS in full screen and actually play off the OBS display, but I find it just as useful to look on the Guitar Pro screen. And so you can choose different customizations, and you may find this sort of screen a little bit busy because it's got this and this and this, but I think people are really attuned to complex scenes now, and they like a lot of moving parts, and so they're listening to you play, but they have other things to look at. Another thing you might consider is putting on a display that reacts to the music. And you can get those and just like I'm doing with the Guitar Pro here, do a OBS screen capture in the client area of the screen and have that display on your video, and so that's constantly showing there in response to. Now there will be some latency with OBS getting to video and so on, but everything that you're doing should be in the same time. In other words, as you're playing to Guitar Pro, you're playing in Guitar Pro should be in sync, and then the latency of it getting captured to video, it'll still be in sync on the video. So there's some slight delay between what you're actually doing in the room and what gets written onto the disc, but everything in the room should be in good time, and so should be okay that way. And then once I have everything set, then I just make sure that I've rewound or gone back to the first bar in Guitar Pro, and then play it from there. If you like this kind of video, let me know that. Like and subscribe, please. I'd love to build up this channel some more. And now here we go. This is going to be Love One Another. It's an original song, original Christian music. So thank you. Have a great day. I hope, if you're doing music videos with OBS, then comment or link in the thing below and And what kinds of things are you showing on your screen? Thanks.